Have you ever wondered how the vast, diverse continent of North America came to be? It's a tale that stretches back billions of years to a time when North America was but a piece of the supercontinent Pangaea. Over eons, geological forces wrought tremendous changes, sculpting and reshaping the land. Tectonic shifts, volcanic activity, and the relentless march of glaciers all played crucial roles in the creation of this continent. So, our story begins billions of years ago with the birth of a landmass that would one day become the North America we know today. But who were the first people to call this continent home? Our tale begins thousands of years ago when the first humans made the epic journey from Asia to North America, crossing a land bridge that once connected the two continents, known as the Bering Land Bridge. These brave pioneers, following the herds of animals they hunted, found a new home in this vast uncharted territory. Over time, these early settlers spread out, adapting to diverse climates and landscapes, from the icy plains of Alaska to the sun-kissed beaches of California. Their cultures blossomed, each unique and vibrant, reflecting the richness of the lands they inhabited. From the nomadic tribes of the Great Plains to the complex societies of the Mississippi River Valley, these cultures shared a deep respect for the land and its bounties. These first inhabitants laid the foundation for the rich tapestry of cultures that make up North America today. Then, a new chapter began with the arrival of Europeans. But what brought them to this distant land? Europe in the late 15th century was a hotbed of newfound curiosity and ambition. The age of exploration had dawned, and the horizon of the known world was about to be pushed further than ever before. Among the first to embark on these daring voyages were the Vikings, hardy seafarers from the far north. They braved the icy waters of the North Atlantic and reached a place they called Vinland, what we now know as Newfoundland, around the year 1000. However, it was in 1492 that a certain Genoan sailor named Christopher Columbus would forever change the course of history. Backed by the Spanish monarchs, Columbus set sail westward, aiming to reach the riches of Asia. Instead, he stumbled upon a new world, a world that was already home to millions of indigenous people. Yet these lands were seen as ripe for colonization by the Europeans. The Spanish, English, French, and Dutch all established colonies, each with their own unique cultures and systems of governance. From the bustling port cities of New England to the sprawling plantations of the South, these colonies were as diverse as they were numerous. But this colonization was not without its consequences. The indigenous populations suffered greatly, from the spread of European diseases to the violent struggles for control. Many indigenous cultures were forever altered or lost to the pages of history. The competition among European powers for control of North America was fierce. The conflicts and alliances formed during this time would shape the geopolitical landscape for centuries to come. The arrival of Europeans was more than just the discovery of a new continent. It was the beginning of a complex and often painful narrative, one that would see the rise and fall of empires, the clash of cultures, and the birth of new nations. The arrival of Europeans set the stage for the next chapter in North America's history, a tale of conflict, expansion, and revolution. How did the modern nations of North America emerge from this tumultuous past? As we delve into the 18th century, we find the seeds of two major revolutions being sown on North American soil. These would forever alter the course of history and give birth to two new nations, the United States and Canada. In the United States, the American Revolution was ignited by a thirst for independence. The colonists, tired of British rule and taxation without representation, decided to take matters into their own hands. Leading figures like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson became the torchbearers of this revolution. The Declaration of Independence in 1776 was a bold proclamation of this newfound sovereignty. It was not an easy journey, fraught with battles and struggles, but the colonists' determination finally led to the Treaty of Paris in 1783, marking the official end of the Revolutionary War and the birth of the United States. Meanwhile, to the north, the seeds of revolution were also sprouting in Canada. However, the Canadian Revolution was less of a violent upheaval and more a gradual shift towards independence. The Constitutional Act of 1791 divided the province of Quebec into Upper and Lower Canada, setting the stage for self-governance. Key figures like Louis-Joseph Papineau and William Lyon Mackenzie led rebellions in the mid-19th century, pushing for greater democratic rights. Finally, the British North America Act of 1867 united 3 provinces into the Dominion of Canada, marking Canada's birth as a federal state within the British Empire. The birth of these 2 nations was not without its trials and tribulations. It involved a great deal of sacrifice, resilience, and an unwavering belief in the ideals of freedom and self-governance. These revolutions did not just result in the formation of new political entities, but they also laid down the values and principles that continue to guide these nations today. From the ashes of revolution, the nations of the United States and Canada were born. So, where does that leave us today? North America has journeyed from the era of its geological birth, through waves of migration and conflict, into a modern era marked by 2 world wars, civil rights movements, and technological innovation. The 20th century saw North America at the heart of global conflict, not once but twice. Yet from these turbulent times emerged a new world order with the continent playing a critical role. In the wake of these wars, North America bore witness to some of the most significant civil rights movements in history. From the fight for women's suffrage to the struggle for racial equality, these movements forever changed the societal landscape of the continent. But it's not just societal changes that have marked North America's recent history. The continent has also been at the forefront of technological advancements. From the birth of the internet in the late 20th century to the development of cutting-edge technologies in the 21st century, North America continues to be a hub of innovation. Today, North America stands as a testament to its rich and diverse history, a vibrant melting pot of cultures and ideas. As we look towards the future, we can only wonder what the next chapter will hold for this dynamic continent. From its geological birth to the bustling, diverse continent it is today, North America's history is a fascinating journey through time.